Okay, so today I'm going to free this palm tree up since I brought it in of all the Zebrina that I put around it, and we're going to take cuttings off of this for other baskets or whatever, and for stock. And remember, these type plants are surface roots, so technically it's just so easy to just pull them right out. They don't take up much room in your pot or anything, dirt-wise. And so what we're going to do is, I'm going to take a few cuttings off of here. What I like to do is I'll just cut a whole branch back, and we're going to make a pile of these before we take our cuttings, just so we have the ends. So this is a sample of these, and there we go for now. And I'll be back in a minute. We're going to be advanced a little bit here, and I'll show you what to do next with what you cut off of your Zebrinas. Stick around. Okay, so this is what the plant looks like without all the Zebrina in there. This is what it started out with before I put a few cuttings in there. And I actually didn't stick them in the dirt or anything. I just threw them in there. And they rooted, and you saw the big mess there. So I took those off, and I told you I cut some stems off and stuff. What I'm going to show you next is how to propagate. Excuse me, how to propagate these. And what you want to do is, it's just the ends, and you want to come down to where you have a group of leaves here, and then you have a space, and you want to cut that off. So you have about an inch exposed, and just plop them right into water. Same with this one. You can see there's a group of leaves, and then there's a gap there. And I'll do one more. Same thing here. And the reason you put them in water, I'll show you in a minute. And you just take all your cuttings like that. Here's the same thing here. Right there, you have an inch sticking out. Same thing here. And you just do that with all your cuttings. And then I'll show you what happens next. Okay, so today we're going to propagate the purple type wandering Jew slash Zebrina slash, what is it, whatever, creeping dude or whatever, ridiculous name for stuff. Dude. Wandering dude. Anyway, so to start off, like every other time, when I cut the tips off, this is what's left of stems, compost, right in the bottom there. What else do I got in here? So I got some banana peels and a couple of grapes in there. Alright, put them in the bottom. Next you want your compost dirt. You're going to put a nice layer of your compost dirt, because that's good stuff. Remember, with this kind of a plant, it's a surface type root. So you want all good stuff on the top from here on out. So the compost is very good. And what else do I got? Let me put, what else do I got? Alright, so then we got some brand new potting soil. We'll put that on the top. When you're about 2 inches from the top, pack it down. Smushes down your compost, and that'll shrink down a little bit more as that decomposes. And then you're going to fill up the rest of the way. Level it off so it's nice and level, but it's nice and loose. And it's, this potting soil is a little bit damp, but it's not dry. You don't want it too dry. And so from there, when we cut the ends off, and I showed you to keep that clump and then keep a little bit of the stem there, and put them in water right away, and I'll show you why. What I do is, you take the very end leaf. Sometimes they're real small, and sometimes you can't pull them out. Well, if you can't, take it with the next leaf. So that's what you do. You pull that end one out. And the reason you do that is so that when it gets roots and starts growing, it won't just come out the top and have that one long thing. It will start branching out. It'll send out at least 2 more branches, and you can see them right here. So this one was pulled out, and there you go, 2 more branches. So you get 3 out of 1. And when they get long and start hanging over, you can pop out the center of each of those too, and they'll branch out even more. So you can have a nice full plant like, let me get one. I'll just show you real quick. Keep rolling.
Yep.
So you end up with this instead of just a couple of single stems hanging down. And that's how you fill them out. They won't tell you that because they don't want you to. They want you to buy their one that they knew how to do and grow for $25 when you could do it yourself at home. Just a little trick. So now what you want to do is, as you take these and pull that little leaf out, I start with the outside edge, and they slide right in because you have that loose dirt, which is exactly what you want. And they come out real easy on these purple ones if you soak them first. Sometimes you can do it without, but if they break off, then take the next leaf. Otherwise it's going to come out all torn up. That leaf will keep growing. And so you work your way around the outer edge, and we'll be right back in a second with a little bit more advanced part of this. Alright, continuing right along. So after you work that outside edge, you start alternating them on the next edge. So they're kind of overlapping just a little bit. And you just keep, put one in, turn your pot, and once you get all the way around, you do the next thing till you get to the middle. And then what I do is I'll pop this out, take 1, 2, I don't know why I'm counting. You count along with me. 3 Zebrinas. Anyway, pop those leaves out. I'll take 5. I think I have like 6 left, so I'll use all 6 of them. Don't have to, but what the hell. Okay, they're a little slimy in my hand. Okay, and one more. Here we go. Okay, so you have them facing all different directions and stuff, and they'll go right in the center. So they're going to be growing out wherever. And this is what it ends up looking like. Now this is a little stock pot, and so I have the chains for it, and I'll put the chains on it and I'll hang it up. And about 2.5 or 3 months later, this is what you end up with. And this one I put them in there, had to, like this when I started them, but I really didn't pull any of the tips out since. So none of these branches, they're all right back to the pot. None of them have really branched out. I didn't pull the centers out at all. And it still looks really nice, but you can see it's the green pot, just like I started with, 6-inch with a chain on it. And now it's a stock pot. I'll end up cutting that back and taking all the cuttings off of that, taking everything out of there, taking the dirt out, mixing a new batch of dirt, and putting all the tips back in and have another stock pot just like that. So, and that's how you probably forget when you saw that I cut back all those things out of the palm tree. You don't throw them out. When you have all these stems and stuff, compost. You save that for your dirt. You don't have to.
No, I know. It was awful. We'll have to cut that.
That'll be a blooper reel. Anyways,
yeah.
So and that's what you do. You save them for compost. Unless they have like stems like a tree bark, like rose stuff and everything on it, you don't save them because they're going to take years to disintegrate. Any of your soft plants stuff though, like almost everything I have here, I can use for compost. That's about it.